每天练习英语听、说、练，与我们一起提升你的语言技能。完成后，在我们的应用程式里多加练习。免费，连结在下方。开始练习吧。
Alice is good at math. Alice is good at math.
爱丽丝擅长数学。
Alice is good at math. Alice is good at math. Ben likes to solve math problems. Ben likes to solve math problems.
班喜欢解数学题。
Ben likes to solve math problems. Ben likes to solve math problems. Carla counts numbers every day. Carla counts numbers every day.
卡拉每天都在数数。
Carla counts numbers every day. Carla counts numbers every day. David is learning how to add. David is learning how to add.
大卫正在学习如何加法。
David is learning how to add. David is learning how to add. Emily practices subtraction in class. Emily practices subtraction in class.
艾蜜莉在课堂上练习减法。
Emily practices subtraction in class. Emily practices subtraction in class. Frank can multiply small numbers. Frank can multiply small numbers.
法兰克会乘小数。
Frank can multiply small numbers. Frank can multiply small numbers. Grace is learning division. Grace is learning division.
格蕾斯正在学习除法。
Grace is learning division. Grace is learning division. Henry adds numbers with a calculator. Henry adds numbers with a calculator.
亨利用计算机加数。
Henry adds numbers with a calculator. Henry adds numbers with a calculator. Isla writes numbers on the board. Isla writes numbers on the board.
艾拉在黑板上写数字。
Isla writes numbers on the board. Isla writes numbers on the board. Jack solves math puzzles quickly. Jack solves math puzzles quickly.
杰克很快就解出数学谜题。
Jack solves math puzzles quickly. Jack solves math puzzles quickly. Kate studies math after school. Kate studies math after school.
凯特放学后学数学。
Kate studies math after school. Kate studies math after school. Leo does his math homework daily. Leo does his math homework daily.
里奥每天做数学作业。
Leo does his math homework daily. Leo does his math homework daily. Mia finds math interesting. Mia finds math interesting.
米娅觉得数学很有趣。
Mia finds math interesting. Mia finds math interesting. Noah checks his answers twice. Noah checks his answers twice.
诺亚会检查他的答案2次。
Noah checks his answers twice. Noah checks his answers twice. Olivia uses a ruler to measure. Olivia uses a ruler to measure.
奥利维亚用尺量东西。
Olivia uses a ruler to measure. Olivia uses a ruler to measure. Paul loves to count coins. Paul loves to count coins.
保罗喜欢数硬币。
Paul loves to count coins. Paul loves to count coins. Quinn practices times tables. Quinn practices times tables.
昆恩练习乘法表。
Quinn practices times tables. Quinn practices times tables. Rachel needs help with fractions. Rachel needs help with fractions.
瑞秋需要帮忙学分数。
Rachel needs help with fractions. Rachel needs help with fractions. Sam draws shapes in geometry class. Sam draws shapes in geometry class.
山姆在几何课画图形。
Sam draws shapes in geometry class. Sam draws shapes in geometry class. Tina adds apples in her math book. Tina adds apples in her math book.
蒂娜在她的数学书里加苹果。
Tina adds apples in her math book. Tina adds apples in her math book. Uma uses flashcards to learn math. Uma uses flashcards to learn math.
有马用抽刃卡学数学。
Uma uses flashcards to learn math. Uma uses flashcards to learn math. Victor is solving word problems. Victor is solving word problems.
维克多正在解文字题。
Victor is solving word problems. Victor is solving word problems. Wendy writes equations on paper. Wendy writes equations on paper.
温蒂在纸上写方程式。
Wendy writes equations on paper. Wendy writes equations on paper. Xavier is learning about angles. Xavier is learning about angles.
塞维尔正在学习角度。
Xavier is learning about angles. Xavier is learning about angles. Yara counts by twos and fives. Yara counts by twos and fives.
雅拉用2和5来数数。
Yara counts by twos and fives. Yara counts by twos and fives. Zane needs help with subtraction. Zane needs help with subtraction.
赞恩需要帮忙学减法。
Zane needs help with subtraction. Zane needs help with subtraction. Anna solved the math quiz quickly. Anna solved the math quiz quickly.
安娜很快就解完数学小测验。
Anna solved the math quiz quickly. Anna solved the math quiz quickly. Brian is working on math facts. Brian is working on math facts.
布莱恩正在练习数学基本知识。
Brian is working on math facts. Brian is working on math facts. Clara counts the number of pencils. Clara counts the number of pencils.
克拉拉在数铅笔的数量。
Clara counts the number of pencils. Clara counts the number of pencils. Daniel finds math challenging. Daniel finds math challenging.
丹尼尔觉得数学有挑战性。
Daniel finds math challenging. Daniel finds math challenging. Ella is learning how to round numbers. Ella is learning how to round numbers.
艾拉正在学习如何四舍五入。
Ella is learning how to round numbers. Ella is learning how to round numbers. Felix checks his subtraction work. Felix checks his subtraction work.
费利克斯在检查他的减法作业。
Felix checks his subtraction work. Felix checks his subtraction work. Gina adds up her scores. Gina adds up her scores.
吉娜把她的分数加起来。
Gina adds up her scores. Gina adds up her scores. Harry multiplies numbers at school. Harry multiplies numbers at school.
哈利在学校乘数。
Harry multiplies numbers at school. Harry multiplies numbers at school. Ivy is learning about shapes. Ivy is learning about shapes.
艾薇正在学习图形。
Ivy is learning about shapes. Ivy is learning about shapes. Jacob is doing mental math. Jacob is doing mental math.
雅各正在做心算。
Jacob is doing mental math. Jacob is doing mental math. Kara uses blocks to count. Kara uses blocks to count.
卡拉用积木数数。
Kara uses blocks to count. Kara uses blocks to count. Liam is learning to divide pizza slices. Liam is learning to divide pizza slices.
连恩正在学习如何分披萨。
Liam is learning to divide pizza slices. Liam is learning to divide pizza slices. Molly solved the problem with help. Molly solved the problem with help.
茉莉在帮助下解出问题。
Molly solved the problem with help. Molly solved the problem with help. Nina is counting backwards. Nina is counting backwards.
妮娜正在倒数。
Nina is counting backwards. Nina is counting backwards. Oscar adds 5 and 6. Oscar adds 5 and 6.
奥斯卡加5和6。
Oscar adds 5 and 6. Oscar adds 5 and 6. Penny subtracts 10 from 20. Penny subtracts 10 from 20.
潘妮从20减10。
Penny subtracts 10 from 20. Penny subtracts 10 from 20. Quincy finds math fun. Quincy finds math fun.
昆西觉得数学很好玩。
Quincy finds math fun. Quincy finds math fun. Rosa is drawing a triangle. Rosa is drawing a triangle.
罗莎正在画一个三角形。
Rosa is drawing a triangle. Rosa is drawing a triangle. Stephen is learning long division. Stephen is learning long division.
史蒂文正在学习长除法。
Stephen is learning long division. Stephen is learning long division. Tara is reviewing her math notes. Tara is reviewing her math notes.
塔拉正在复习她的数学笔记。
Tara is reviewing her math notes. Tara is reviewing her math notes. Ulysses is solving a math riddle. Ulysses is solving a math riddle.
尤利西斯正在解一道数学谜题。
Ulysses is solving a math riddle. Ulysses is solving a math riddle. Valerie finished her math test. Valerie finished her math test.
瓦莱丽完成了她的数学测验。
Valerie finished her math test. Valerie finished her math test. Wesley uses his fingers to count. Wesley uses his fingers to count.
卫斯理用手指数数。
Wesley uses his fingers to count. Wesley uses his fingers to count. Zena is writing a number sentence. Zena is writing a number sentence.
希娜正在写数学句子。
Zena is writing a number sentence. Zena is writing a number sentence. Yusuf adds two-digit numbers. Yusuf adds two-digit numbers.
尤瑟夫正在加两位数。
Yusuf adds two-digit numbers. Yusuf adds two-digit numbers. Zelda is learning to measure length. Zelda is learning to measure length.
泽尔达正在学习如何量长度。
Zelda is learning to measure length. Zelda is learning to measure length. Abby counts the number of chairs. Abby counts the number of chairs.
艾比在数椅子的数量。
Abby counts the number of chairs. Abby counts the number of chairs. Blake finds math games enjoyable. Blake finds math games enjoyable.
布雷克觉得数学游戏很有趣。
Blake finds math games enjoyable. Blake finds math games enjoyable. Cindy is learning place value. Cindy is learning place value.
辛蒂正在学习位值。
Cindy is learning place value. Cindy is learning place value. Derek adds up his points. Derek adds up his points.
德瑞克在加他的分数。
Derek adds up his points. Derek adds up his points. Aaron is figuring out the answer. Aaron is figuring out the answer.
艾琳正在找出答案。
Aaron is figuring out the answer. Aaron is figuring out the answer. Fred uses a number line. Fred uses a number line.
佛瑞德用数线。
Fred uses a number line. Fred uses a number line. Gloria is learning about even numbers. Gloria is learning about even numbers.
葛罗利亚正在学习偶数。
Gloria is learning about even numbers. Gloria is learning about even numbers. Hank is practicing odd numbers. Hank is practicing odd numbers.
汉克正在练习基数。
Hank is practicing odd numbers. Hank is practicing odd numbers. Isabel is solving addition problems. Isabel is solving addition problems.
伊莎贝尔正在解加法题。
Isabel is solving addition problems. Isabel is solving addition problems. John is trying to subtract correctly. John is trying to subtract correctly.
乔恩正在尝试正确的减法。
John is trying to subtract correctly. John is trying to subtract correctly. Kelsey adds 3 plus 4. Kelsey adds 3 plus 4.
凯尔西加3加4。
Kelsey adds 3 plus 4. Kelsey adds 3 plus 4. Logan is working on math drills. Logan is working on math drills.
罗根正在做数学练习。
Logan is working on math drills. Logan is working on math drills. Megan is doing math with her friend. Megan is doing math with her friend.
梅根和他的朋友一起做数学。
Megan is doing math with her friend. Megan is doing math with her friend. Nate is using shapes to learn. Nate is using shapes to learn.
内特正在用图形学习。
Nate is using shapes to learn. Nate is using shapes to learn. Olga is drawing a square. Olga is drawing a square.
奥加正在画一个正方形。
Olga is drawing a square. Olga is drawing a square. Peter is learning to count money. Peter is learning to count money.
彼得正在学习如何数钱。
Peter is learning to count money. Peter is learning to count money. Queenie is solving math exercises. Queenie is solving math exercises.
昆妮正在解数学练习题。
Queenie is solving math exercises. Queenie is solving math exercises. Ron is learning how to tell time. Ron is learning how to tell time.
罗恩正在学习如何看时间。
Ron is learning how to tell time. Ron is learning how to tell time. Sarah is adding numbers in her head. Sarah is adding numbers in her head.
莎拉在心里加数。
Sarah is adding numbers in her head. Sarah is adding numbers in her head. Tony is doing a math test. Tony is doing a math test.
东尼正在做数学测验。
Tony is doing a math test. Tony is doing a math test. Ursula is practicing with flashcards. Ursula is practicing with flashcards.
尤苏拉正在用抽刃卡练习。
Ursula is practicing with flashcards. Ursula is practicing with flashcards. Vince is learning about decimals. Vince is learning about decimals.
文斯正在学习小数。
Vince is learning about decimals. Vince is learning about decimals. Willa is learning to compare numbers. Willa is learning to compare numbers.
薇拉正在学习比较数字。
Willa is learning to compare numbers. Willa is learning to compare numbers. Jimena is reading a math book. Jimena is reading a math book.
西梅娜正在读数学书。
Jimena is reading a math book. Jimena is reading a math book. Yosef is learning about charts. Yosef is learning about charts.
优素福正在学习图表。
Yosef is learning about charts. Yosef is learning about charts. Zara is drawing a circle. Zara is drawing a circle.
莎拉正在画一个圆形。
Zara is drawing a circle. Zara is drawing a circle. Amy is writing down her answers. Amy is writing down her answers.
艾米正在写下她的答案。
Amy is writing down her answers. Amy is writing down her answers. Blair is using a calculator. Blair is using a calculator.
布莱尔正在用计算机。
Blair is using a calculator. Blair is using a calculator. Colin is counting marbles. Colin is counting marbles.
科林正在数弹珠。
Colin is counting marbles. Colin is counting marbles. Diana is checking her math sheet. Diana is checking her math sheet.
戴安娜正在检查她的数学作业。
Diana is checking her math sheet. Diana is checking her math sheet. Ethan is solving equations. Ethan is solving equations.
伊森正在解方程式。
Ethan is solving equations. Ethan is solving equations. Fiona is finding the total number. Fiona is finding the total number.
费欧娜正在找总数。
Fiona is finding the total number. Fiona is finding the total number. Gavin is learning multiplication tables. Gavin is learning multiplication tables.
盖文正在学乘法表。
Gavin is learning multiplication tables. Gavin is learning multiplication tables. Holly is making a bar graph. Holly is making a bar graph.
何丽正在做长条图。
Holly is making a bar graph. Holly is making a bar graph. Ian is practicing number patterns. Ian is practicing number patterns.
伊恩正在练习数字模式。
Ian is practicing number patterns. Ian is practicing number patterns. Jade is sorting numbers. Jade is sorting numbers.
杰德正在分类数字。
Jade is sorting numbers. Jade is sorting numbers. Kevin is counting by tens. Kevin is counting by tens.
凯文正在以10为单位数数。
Kevin is counting by tens. Kevin is counting by tens. Lila is doing addition facts. Lila is doing addition facts.
莉拉正在做加法练习。
Lila is doing addition facts. Lila is doing addition facts. Marcus is learning to estimate. Marcus is learning to estimate.
马库斯正在学习估算。
Marcus is learning to estimate. Marcus is learning to estimate. Nora is doing subtraction facts. Nora is doing subtraction facts.
诺拉正在做减法练习。
Nora is doing subtraction facts. Nora is doing subtraction facts. Owen is solving a math challenge. Owen is solving a math challenge.
欧文正在解数学挑战题。
Owen is solving a math challenge. Owen is solving a math challenge. Paula is working with numbers. Paula is working with numbers.
宝拉正在处理数字。
Paula is working with numbers. Paula is working with numbers. Quentin is drawing a rectangle. Quentin is drawing a rectangle.
昆汀正在画一个长方形。
Quentin is drawing a rectangle. Quentin is drawing a rectangle. Riley is learning to group numbers. Riley is learning to group numbers.
莱利正在学习分组数字。
Riley is learning to group numbers. Riley is learning to group numbers.
感谢观看，订阅我们的频道并开启通知，及时获取新视频，持续你的英语学习之旅。